Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be doing another little accessory vlog, and today we're going to be making hair accessories. So today I do plan to focus on making some claw clips. I love making these claw clips. They are so easy to make and they are very, very popular. I love a claw clip. I feel like most people love a claw clip. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I make claw clips. So today's main focus is going to be claw clips. These are definitely one of the most popular hair accessories that I offer. So let me get this straight here. I don't actually make the clips. So I get these clips on Amazon. I will put the link in the description below in case you are interested in getting these same ones. These are really good. I have a lot of hair. My hair goes down to almost my hips, and one of these clips can hold all my hair up. The little ones can hold about half my hair, and then the large ones hold all of my hair. So I'd say this is a good variety pack. I think you get 6 of each. I definitely want to be ahead of the game when it comes to market prepping. I think I have a handful left in my stash from last year's markets, but being as we are getting closer and closer to market season, I figured it would be a really fun video to see how many claw clips I can get done in a certain amount of hours. It's 1:30 now. I'm going to give myself until 5 o'clock to see how many claw clips I can get done in that time period. That's 3.5 hours of crochet claw clip time. So this is my head and hair accessory box. It is just a repurposed shoe box because I am not gonna buy a box when I have a free box. This is the box that they come in. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like I only have large ones. So we're only gonna be making large claw clips today. So these are what the large ones look like. The small ones that also come in this pack are about half the size and they're super cute. I can fit about 1 flower on those, whereas on these I can fit anywhere from 2 to 3 flowers. Each box comes with 12 clips in total, 6 small and 6 large. So I have 8 large claw clips that I'd like to make beautiful today. So let's just get started. I'm going to prep all these claw clips today. Regardless if I finish them or not, we will have them all prepped for next time I go to make claw clips. And the first step in my claw clip making process is to sand this down just a little bit so it's rough and the glue and the crochet adhere to it much better. I'm going to be using a literal nail drill to do this. In the past I have used sandpaper, but that takes a long time and I feel like this is going to be so much faster. I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier in making these clips. But yeah, we're gonna start by sanding them all down a little bit so they're a little rough, not so shiny, just so the glue adheres a little bit better. That is a very unsatisfying noise, so I'm sorry if you don't like it. So you can see how this one is now kind of clouded and the other one is super clear. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to all sides of all of these claw clips, so then they will all be prepped. If you decide to make these yourself, I'd say it's most important to focus on the areas where the most contact will be made with the clip and the crochet. So I'd like to make sure those areas are well sanded. Okay, so I have all 8 of my claw clips sanded. ready to go. I'm gonna wipe them down with an alcohol cloth and then we will put them back in the box just so they're not here the entire time we're crocheting. And then we're gonna talk about what kind of flowers I wanna do. As you can see, it is still scratched up, but the dust isn't all on there, so I'm just gonna wipe them all down. Alright, they are all wiped. I'm going to get out my yarn and show you guys my inspo. So for these claw clips, I really like to do 2 puff flowers on the large ones, but I also want to play around and maybe do a rose or a sunflower. So we're going to definitely start by doing the puff flowers because I know those are popular, they're super cute, and they're very quick and easy to work up. For the first claw clip, I'm going to be doing dark and light purple, so I will make 2 of each flower. Hopefully I have enough yarn. This is a little bit of a scrap, but let's just do it. Let's just make them, and hopefully we have enough. If not, we'll figure it out. I am going to be using a 5mm hook just because I want these to be large puff flowers. So let's make some large puff flowers. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember how to make a puff flower. Wait, no, I know how to make a puff flower. I know how to make a puff flower. What am I saying? Oh, I just absolutely launched my yarn. Anywho, magic ring. Puff flower time. I'm gonna make 3 of each flower instead. Upon further inspection, I definitely have room for a 3rd flower. So one side is gonna be 2 dark and 1 light purple flower, and then the other side will be 2 light purple and 1 dark purple flower. It's gonna kind of be opposite. I've had a lot of success with that kind of style and design in the past. So I'm gonna whip up the light purple puffs, and then we will do the centers for all of them quickly, and then we'll assemble our first claw clip. It is currently 2 o'clock now, so it's been half an hour. We've gotten everything sanded, I've got 3 flowers made, and we are right on our way to having our first claw clip done within the next half an hour, I think. So I am going to just keep moseying along, make my little flowers, and we will see how far we can get. There is a slight size difference between the lighter purple flowers and the darker purple flowers. Hopefully it ends up being okay. I think it will be. But we're just gonna roll with it. I have one more light purple flower to make, so I'm gonna whip that up and then we're gonna start the centers. It is now 3:15. I got very distracted. I started doom scrolling, so we lost a little time there, but we're gonna get cracking and get at least a couple clips done today. So I've got my 3 light purple centers done. Now I'm going to make my 3 dark purple centers, and then we will assemble all the flowers. Alright, dark purple centers are done. Are we seeing the vision? I think it looks cute. I think this is super cute. I'm going to get the rest of these centers on, and then we will be back to put them on the actual clip. I have all 6 of my flowers done for our first clip. So now we are going to glue them on and get started on our next clip, because as previously stated, I got very distracted and we are not getting very far. So let's glue these on and get started on our next clip. For the claw clips, I use some E6000 to glue everything on. I'm very glad I have a brand new one because the last one was a little crusty. So I've got my clip and I've got my flowers, and essentially I'll just find an arrangement I like and glue them on. I kind of already like the way this looks right off the bat. Let's see. I like to orient them in whichever way will take up the most room. We want as much of the actual claw clip covered as we can get, so I think this looks pretty good. And I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of swirl it around on there, spread it out as much as possible. And it's really important to make sure you're pushing down wherever the flower makes contact with that clip, because you want it to be stuck on there real good. All right, that's side number 1. I'm going to go through and add a little bit of glue wherever it's sticking up, just so it is extra secure. Now we will do the same thing on the other side. This glue does not dry very quick, so you do have time to adjust and move around before you have your final layout determined. So that is our first clip. So for our next clip, I'm going to just do daisies for both sides. They're gonna look the same, so I will make 6 white flowers with yellow centers, and then we will put them all on. Let's get started on the second clip. I'm gonna use a 5.25 for my flowers this time. They will hopefully be a little bit bigger, and I'll only have to put 2 on rather than 3. I just think with them being the same exact flower, there's not gonna be enough contrast with 3 flowers on there, so hopefully 2 larger flowers will be good enough. Doing a little size check here, I definitely think the larger hook size will give me big enough flowers to do just 2, but then again, we will have to see when I have the second one done. I'm going to go ahead and make 4 more flowers. I'm gonna go back down to my 5mm hooks, so they're a little smaller. Then I'll use the large flowers in the center and the slightly smaller flowers on the outsides. We're gonna go for 3 daisies. I think it'll look okay. It's not my favorite look having 3 of the same exact thing on one claw clip. I like it when it's got a little variation, so maybe I'll switch it up and do a slightly different yellow for the center of 1 or 2 of the daisies. But yeah, so I'm gonna start by making the rest of my flowers. I think they're just the right amount smaller, so I'm gonna whip up the rest of the flowers and then we will make the centers. So I have all my flowers done. All 6 of them, okay. So, like I said, not really loving the idea of these all being the exact same. I don't feel like there's gonna be enough definition between the flowers on the clip. So, I have thunk a thought. If I do 2 different colored yellows for the centers, maybe that'll help it pop a little bit more. So I've got this lighter yellow and I've got this slightly darker yellow. I think I'm gonna do it a little bit differently than I did for the last claw clip. So I'm gonna do 1 on each side with the darker colored center, probably the one in the middle, and then the other 2 will have the lighter colored center. I feel like that'll be good, and it won't be like too crazy of a difference, but it also will be enough of a difference. I'm hoping that it works out. Let's just try it, and I'm sure it'll look cute in the end regardless. This is my first daisy. The camera's about to die. I run into this problem every time I film, but I'm going to work up the rest of these, and then I will be back to show you when they're all done. I've got all of my flowers done, so now we are going to glue them on like we did the last time. My lovely pile of scraps is just building up. So I did the darker yellow for the center one, and I do feel like it is a difference. I don't know if I love it. I don't hate it. So we're just gonna roll with it. Let's glue these bad boys on. I definitely feel like this one has less definition with the flowers all being white, but I feel like it's still cute. This stuff really stinks. Like, ooh, it's strong. I love the smell of some industrial glue. I could not tell you why. So with that is going to be the end of our video today. Unfortunately, we didn't get too much done. We weren't super productive, but I did still get to make 2 awesome claw clips for you guys. I really love the way the purple one came out. I think it is just so cute with the little mismatch or reverse kind of pattern on the other side. I love me a good puff flower. You could sew 2 together and make a keychain. You could add them as decals on something. You can make them a whole project. I have a really cool mirror that I have puff flowers all around that I bring to markets, and that gets a lot of attention. There are a million things you can do with puff flowers, and they are relatively quick and easy if you don't get distracted like I did. And I get a little lost in the sauce, I won't lie to you guys. But anyhow, that's what we made today. I definitely do plan to make more like this with the reverse. I definitely want to do a pink one and maybe a blue one, potentially a yellow one as well. I feel like it's really pretty and it's just fun. I can't believe we just passed 250 subscribers. Being as we just reached 200 in January, I am shocked at how quickly we're growing, guys. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you being here and tuning in and watching these videos. Even though we didn't get very much done today, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I love seeing when you guys like this stuff. If you stayed till the end of the video, leave this emoji in the comments below. If you don't want to miss any content from me in the future, you should subscribe. I upload every Wednesday and it's always crochet content. We will definitely be getting into market season soon, which means market vlogs, and those are definitely one of my favorite kind of videos to film. Take you guys along for the day, show you how it goes, look through the good and the bad. It's always fun to film those videos for you guys, so I'm getting really excited that market season is right around the corner. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!